Hey y'all, so I got a package in from BDE Publications, who I've been proofreading for a couple years now. I already know what's inside, but I can't wait to open it and show y'all what's in here. So we're about to open it. So let's see. My scissors stopped working. They won't open. Too tight. I can barely get this open. Okay, I'm gonna just rip it apart. The rest of the bag. It says BLP Honors 2024, Jasmine Knowles Best Proofreader. This is so cute. I'm gonna take it off the plastic so y'all can probably see it better. Oh my god, it's so cute. Stick a lay on it. There we go. Thank you so much. B-Love is so gorgeous. I've never been awarded for my contributions in the literary industry as an editor or a proofreader, so it feels so good to be recognized. I am so appreciative. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. I'm gonna hang this up on my wall at my desk. Let me show y'all better because I feel like the glare is just throwing it off. Hold on. I want to give a quick disclaimer because as I was going through the edits for this video, I was realizing that I might not have done enough justice for the books, because all the books in this lineup are good AF, okay? Good AF, and I just feel like I didn't do enough explaining for some stories. So I want to get this disclaimer real quick because I read all the time, I proofread all the time, I edit books all day, every day. So I can't, it's so impossible for me to remember everything, y'all. As much as I try to and try to be so perfect, I can't remember everything. So I want to get this disclaimer because I feel like I didn't do some books justice, and I'm so sorry to the authors who may be watching this video. And if I get anything wrong, I don't think I got anything wrong, but if I did, I apologize in advance. I do not take notes as I read books or proofread or when I edit, because when I'm in that zone and that headspace, some of these books I proofread. So when I'm in that headspace, y'all, I'm not thinking of to take notes of the storyline or whatever. Even when I'm reading the books, I'm not annotating, which I would love to be an annotating girl. I would love to annotate as I'm reading a book and highlight parts where I'm like, ooh, you did that one, girl, you did that. Like, this was a motherfucking scene. But it's not what I have done traditionally in the past. So a lot of the times I can read a really good scene and forget because I read and done so much in between me reading that scene and moving on. So yeah, this is just my disclaimer, y'all. I apologize in advance. And I was gonna scrap the video and just re-record it, but I want to show y'all how I'm in the trenches y'all, of trying to remember things. Even as I'm like, okay, I want to do a review of this book, I'll go back and I'll write down things I can remember from my mind of what happened in the story. Like I said, I can't remember everything, so I would write down stuff which y'all would see me reading from on my notebook or my computer. But all in all, I can't remember everything, baby. But I do know how I felt reading the story. So that's a lot of the reason why I am doing this book review, because these books are good. And I remember feeling like, oh shit, like this is okay, I want to do a review about this. This is too good. I can't not do a book review, okay? So I'm rambling. I said all that to say I'm sorry in advance if it feels like I wasn't doing enough justice for these books, but trust and believe, BLP authors do not come to play. Their pen game is on fire. Every last one of them know how to write. And I'm not saying that because I proofread for the company. I am saying that because it's true, point blank, period. So without further ado, let's get into the review. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Softest Read, your favorite book review channel. It's your girl Jasmine, and I'm back with another book review. And this week we will be diving into the BDE Publications Motorcycle Club series. So let's get into it because there's a lot going on. This series is so deliciously good. It's full of family drama, generational beef, bad boys, and the kind of love that gets you caught up every single time. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Now, baby, book 1 is called Bullet by Wintertime, and it did not disappoint. It's giving everything you want in a love story. I'm talking family drama, secrets, and a man who's gonna love his woman out loud no matter the cost, honey. So we meet Crystal and Bullet, 2 kids who are born into a generational feud that is so strong, y'all. The hate is literally written in blood. So the 2 families are the views and the clips, and they're 2 families built on guns, pride, and revenge. And right in the middle between all of this drama going on between the 2 families, you got Bullet and Crystal over here trying to fall in love. They've been sneaking off and falling in love knowing damn well they shouldn't be. So since they were teens, Crystal and Bullet both knew what they were trying to do was dangerous, but that kind of love, it seemed so inevitable, and they had like a magnetic draw to each other. It was hard to ignore. It was hard for them to stop seeing each other, but eventually their family feud causes them to separate. It forces them to separate. So years go by before they see each other, but that love, when they cross paths again, it is so clear that it never died off. It never fizzled off. Baby, they ain't kids no more. So you got Bullet, he's now as deep in a motorcycle club life, and Crystal, she's tired just trying to protect her peace, but loving Bullet, that's the choice that's never been hers to make. And it's always been him. It's always been him for her. What really hit me though was the way Bullet really loves on Crystal. It's so deep, y'all. It's so deep. He's reckless about it. It's the kind of love that makes you ignore all the rules and burn the whole city down if you have to. And Crystal, she stands 10 toes down behind her man, honey. She don't play about Bullet, even knowing that loving him comes with a price. And baby, when those family secrets start to spell out, okay, the family secrets in this book run so damn deep, it gets ugly. But it also explains why the hate that the 2 families have for each other runs so damn deep. So if you love a love story where the man doesn't play about his woman, where it's the kind of love where it's like, I'll burn all this shit down before I lose you again type of energy, this one's for you. I forgot to add, the spice level in this book is a lip biting level. There's enough spice in this damn book that will cause you to bite your lips and eagerly keep reading. What I like most about reading Wintertime stories, and I've proofread a couple of her books over the past years, is that she's such a skilled writer. She writes really well, and she writes unique stories that you've never read before. She has an uncanny ability to put a refreshing twist on stories that you've never read before, and she's a good writer, so I suggest everybody go check out her catalog. Now listen, book 2, y'all, it's called Hades by Sin. And this book had me hooked from the moment Harley and Hades met. The story is gritty and intense, and baby, when I tell you, when I say the chemistry is undeniable, I really mean it. So y'all, we meet Harley, and she's the kind of woman who's been surviving so long, she doesn't think about wanting more. She's focused on keeping her head down and handling her business and staying the hell away from men like Hades. And Hades, y'all, honestly, I didn't like the men at first. He's that dangerous type that you have to look out for. Like, you know he's trouble. As soon as you meet this man, you know this man is trouble. So y'all, Hades, he runs the city's underworld without having to say much. Everybody knows what time it is when he steps in a room. He's used to getting what he wants, no questions asked type of dude. Now, when it comes to Harley and Hades, their worlds were never supposed to collide at all. But they do, within a chance encounter that spirals into something neither of them saw coming. And from the moment that Hades lays eyes on Harley, it's a wrap. He wants her, he needs her. It's on this type of energy.
I like you, he like you, and I want you.
And Harley, she knows better. She knows a man like Hades only brings trouble into her world. He reminds her a lot initially of like her father, but there's just something else about him. The way he moves, the way he sees straight through her, that makes it impossible for her to walk away from. What I love most is how messy the story gets. We love a good mess. We love a good mess. Like, the two are both, it's so deep. The story is very deep because they're both carrying some kind of trauma, grief, guilt, and secrets. But somehow they find comfort in each other. And once those feelings start to creep in, it's game over for them. And y'all, the spice, I know y'all want to know. It's not just there, baby. That spice, the spice level in this story is scorching hot. Hades doesn't just live up to his name, honey. He burns. Every single scene with him is sizzling with tension, ownership, and raw need. And I want to share this. This is my first read by Sin, and it will not be my last. She is such a great writer, and the story is so well written. It kept my attention all the way through, enough for me to read this within 24 hours. Like, that is a lot to say for me, because I'm a busy woman and it's really hard for me to get through books that quick. So I will say she has a banger on her hands with this book. I highly recommend that y'all check this one out, and like I said, it will not be my last read by Sin. All right, y'all, so book 3 in the series is called Amazed by Tatum James. And y'all, book 3 is heavily layered. It's love, betrayal, and unfinished business all wrapped up into one. So we meet Amazed and Wesley, and they're high school sweethearts who had their whole future snatched from them 15 years ago thanks to family betrayal. Now, life pulled them apart, but we all know how fate works, okay? It spun the block on them and brought them right back together. Now, full transparency, this book is a continuation of Say You Won't Let Go, which I have not read, but I was fully committed to reading this series. I was aware that there would be many references to past events and side characters that I wouldn't fully grasp. But I will say, without having read the first part, the book still kept my attention. I was still able to pick up on what was going on. Amazed loves Wesley so much. He loves her out loud in this book. And once I realized the depth of what they already survived, I had to see it through. So Amazed is now the president of the Dirty Striker Motorcycle Club. He's running things, protecting his family, and standing 10 toes down behind Wesley and their son. And baby, when I say nobody was touching his family, I mean that. Amazed is ready to take it there every single time, honey. And I love that. We love a good man. That's a good man, Savannah. Now, Wesley, my girl Wesley, she's no pushover. She's been through hell and back, especially at the hands of her own father. But she's still standing strong. Watching these two try to rebuild what they lost while the world around them keeps throwing punches, it's so emotional. It's heartfelt, but it's also so damn good. And the real drama, y'all, is personal. Wesley's father, too. It's something about these damn fathers. Wesley's father, Zachariah, he's a whole freaking villain. Through and through. And when those final moments hit, baby, let's just say, karma showed up on the right time. And the spice level on Amazed by Tatum James is skin tingling, honey. Amazed and Wesley's chemistry is off the charts. A lot of their scenes together that display their love, y'all, they're so beautiful and heartfelt. They will pull at your heartstrings. Like, it's so cute. Because that man does not play about her. And that's a good man, Savannah. Amazed is a good man. Now, baby, book 4 had me in my feelings, because this one's not just about danger and bikers. It's grief, betrayal, and that unresolved tension that you try your hardest to fight and fail. So we meet Makari London. She's a tattoo artist just trying to live her quiet life after walking away from the motorcycle club that stole her brother. But peace is temporary when it comes to the motorcycle club streets. The past literally pulls up on her in the form of Dutch, who is our hero in the story. So Dutch, he is the president of the Sons of Shadows and the man who once had her heart. Their connection is complicated as fuck, and the tension thick enough to cut with a blade. Makari's whole world gets flipped upside down when secrets about her brother's death come to resurface, along with the mysterious ledger everyone suddenly wants. And now she's forced to rely on Dutch, who is someone she swore off, someone she swore she would never trust again. In this story, you have enemies lurking, threats flying, and Makari caught dead in the middle of a war she didn't start, but baby, she gonna finish it. What I love the most is the way that Dutch is torn between his club and the woman who knows him too well, which is Makari. This man is cocky, he's protective, and he's got a dirty mouth. And Makari, she's no damsel in distress. Baby girl can definitely hold her own. She keeps Dutch and his crew on their toes. And when these two finally stop playing around, when they finally collide and have a kiss, ooh, baby, that kiss was every freaking thing. That's a little sprinkle of a spoiler. I didn't spoil anything. But when that kiss happened, let's just say I had to close out my phone where I read my books on my Kindle app. And I had to go breathe because it was just so intense. So y'all, the spice level on this is skin tingling, honey. Dutch, he talks real nasty and his kisses are just as worse. And I mean that in a good way. In the best way possible. The story is emotional, it's intense, and it's just really good. Okay, y'all, so book 5, let me just say, Mel did what needed to be done, okay? This one was one of my favorites in the whole entire lineup. This story is sexy, it's grown, it's emotional, and when I say Zeus did not come to play about Dindy. Actually, none of these men, like, something in common with all of these books in this lineup is that these men do not play about their women. But Zeus, he takes it to a whole nother level, honey. So we meet Zeus Sanders Basil. He's the president of the Mount Olympic Riders Motorcycle Club. And he's son of a legacy family built on power, protection, and pride. He's the type of man that commands a room. Not because he's loud, but because you're gonna feel him, honey. You're gonna feel his energy. Now, Dindy, I really loved her character. She's talented, she's an award-winning singer, and she's deaf. But what I also love about this story is that Mel does something I don't typically see in a lot of books. She wrote Dindy's deafness as a part of her, but not her whole story, and not like it was something that kept her back from being great. Dindy is soft, smart, and successful, and searching for answers about the father she never knew. This search leads her right back home, where secrets start spilling, egos start to clash, and the family drama, y'all, let's just say somebody needs their ass beat. And Zeus, from the minute he steps in, is protection mode. He sees Dindy, all of her, and not once does he flinch. There's no side drama, there's no back and forth, just a man standing 10 toes down behind his woman. That alone sold me. And y'all, the family, the Basil bloodline is everything. They're loyal, funny, rich, and ready to ride at dawn. Now, it's Greek gods mixed with black excellence, mixed with generational wealth, and straight up love. And when Dindy becomes a part of their family, she's a part of their family for life. Y'all, the spice level in this story, honey, is soul snatching. Zeus and Dindy's connection is everything, honey. I'm always blown away by Mel's stories. I have proofread a lot of her books over the years, and one thing about it, and two things for sure, you are always gonna get a unique storyline. And you're gonna always also get some very hot ass sex scenes and lovable men. So y'all, that is it for me for the first half of the 5 books within this series. If you're into generational feuds and motorcycle club drama and love stories that get a little bit of crazy, this series is for you. I'll be doing another book review on the last 5 books within this lineup. And y'all, I'm really excited about that because trust me, the books are just as spicy as well. I'm 3 books in, so I have 2 more to finish reading. So I don't know when the review will be out, but it'll be out soon. Until then, y'all, keep reading, keep hydrating yourself, keep loving on yourself, keep hydrating your skin, hydrating your spirit, hydrating your mind, and stay soft. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.